Hello everyone, Fatty Catty here, and today we're going to be talking about Linux and how SJWs might destroy the web more than they already have in England and the EU. So let's read this article right here. Linux developers threaten to pull the kill switch. So, update, USSR. Threat has teeth. Most of internet could be affected. That's even better. Wonderful. So basically, there is a, how do I put this? There's a code of conduct that people have been trying to enforce upon Linux developers for a while, and a bunch of tech places for a long time. And Linux has resisted this push for this code of conduct because it's authoritarian and disgusting, quite frankly. But it was just adopted by Linux. And Linux, for those of you who don't know, is an open source OS operating system. And anyone can submit code, and the best code gets put into it. But the people who develop the code still retain their rights to the code. It's a group of individuals that work for the betterment of the collective, but they remain individuals, and their contributions remain theirs. Sounds like a really great system. It is. And Ubuntu is a really good operating system that I used for a while until I realized that I had to run some programs that VirtualBoxing just wouldn't do right. And so this woman, it shows how stupid this code of conduct is. She says, the new code of conduct explicitly says discrimination and harassment on the basis of sexual gender is not allowed. One Linux Foundation Technical Advisory Board member who did not sign off on it patch is Ted So, who is a rape apologist. And then someone says, calling someone a rape apologist is harassment and in violation of the new code of conduct. So it kind of, it breaks down because it's stupid. So all of the developers, well, not all of the developers, but a lot of the developers are like, we're going to pull our code if you guys keep this up. And they can do that. And then there's a multitude of servers, computers, like home computers. There's so many things that run on Linux. And if they remove their code, these things will not only be vulnerable to security threats, but may just not even work outright. So we're seeing social justice literally come for everything. Like, we're dealing with banking systems. We're dealing with hospital servers that keep, track of, patient records. We're dealing with insurance companies. We're dealing with the real world now. This is like real, like real, like not just, politics where, oh, we need to use preferred pronouns. No, this is legitimate. This is, your credit card could not work possibly if this goes through. Like, that's the level we're dealing with now. This is like your bank could possibly mess up and you not have money after this type of thing. Like, that's what we're talking about here. It's not the, it's not BS anymore. It's real. This is the real world now we're dealing with. And so a lot of Linux developers are threatening to pull the kill switch if this isn't rescinded, which I think it should be rescinded. And one of my friends is Linux dev, and when I heard about this, I sent him a text and I was like, pull the kill switch. Because honestly, I don't know if it just being rescinded is enough. I think people need to see what happens when social justice is put onto the real world. And some of the complaints from the people on the other side are a lot of the code that's been accepted has been done by cis males. And it's like, okay, so they say that a meritocracy lends to, people of color and other races being excluded. And it's like, wow, that's kind of racist on your end, guys. My friend who's a Linux developer is Native American, so I guess he doesn't count, but whatever. Yeah, this is really messed up, and if it's not changed, oof, it's an oof. Let's read this. Contributors can at any time rescind the license grant regarding their property via written notice to those whom they are rescinding the grant from, rescinding their property, the code. GPL version 2 lacks a non-rescission clause. The GPL version 3 has such a clause. The attempt to furnish defendants with an estoppel defense. The Linux kernel is licensed under version 2, however, as are their past contributions. When the defendants ignore the recession and continue to use the plaintiff's code, the plaintiffs can sue under copyright statute. So basically, they can sue and then if they don't remove their code, they can then sue for money, like lots of money, because the number of people, like it's open source, anybody can do it, and they don't have their own team. So yeah. Oof. I see this going one of like 3 ways. The first way is it's completely rescinded, the code of conduct, because it's stupid, and they never try it again. 2, they don't rescind it, and they try to enforce it. They get in a bunch of legal battles, and that's what happens. Or 3, they don't rescind the code of conduct. They then remove the code, and we're like, oh, you misogynist pigs, take your code back. And then a bunch of things do not work for a long while. So yeah, that's how I see things going. And this could be big. Like, this could be really big. Like, really, really big. Like, really, really big. And I don't know how things are going to go, honestly. It's bad. Like, really bad. Like, it's scary. So that's today's video. I'm going to slap a thumbnail on this and have it posted. If you guys like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, tell me why. If you know someone who works on Linux, tell them to rescind their code. Tell them this code of conduct is authoritarian and disgusting. You know, back them up on this, that whoever submits the best code should win, and it shouldn't be based on, you know, your Twitter posts and all this other garbage, or the color of your skin, because that's racist. And yeah, so have a great day, and bye.